welcome to Sam's Stories. Today I'm going to be reading The Bedtime Wish by me, Samantha Fell. It was time for Milo to go to bed. Milo did not like bedtime. Even if he was sleepy, when he got into his bed, he would ping, wide awake. It was like his body was sleepy, but his mind was awake. Mum tried to help, but nothing seemed to work. He had a bedtime routine. Mum would make him a hot chocolate. He would take it to his room and drink it in bed with the light down low. Then he would read a book. His eyes would be getting sleepy, so he lay down, his head hits the pillow, and ping, wide awake. Tonight the same thing happened. He knew it would. He lay there staring at the ceiling. He scrunched his eyes together tight and made a wish. I wish there was someone who could help me to fall asleep. He knew it was stupid, and wishes don't come true. He was 9. He wasn't a baby anymore. He didn't even know why he did it. He adjusted his pillows again, lay back down and closed his eyes, longing for sleep to come. It didn't. He heard his parents coming to bed and closed his eyes again as they opened the bedroom door to check on him. When the door closed, his eyes popped open again. After a while, he was just about to go and get some water when he heard a sound. It wasn't loud, but it came from the window. It was a kind of boom tap. He stood listening. He had just about convinced himself that he had imagined it, when there was another sound. Tap scratch. He slowly made his way to the window, his heart beating fast. Tap tap. Quiet, but most definitely there. He held the edge of the curtain and pulled it open quickly, like pulling off a plaster. Nothing. He let out a breath he didn't even know he was holding. Then jumped. Standing on the ledge outside his window was he didn't know. It was small, about the size of a squirrel, but it wasn't an animal. It had a human-like face, but more like a slightly less ugly goblin, with pointy ears like an elf. It was wearing a dress that was blue with twinkling specks on it like glitter. No, stars. They looked like stars. And it had wings, delicate spiderweb wings. It was smiling. It tapped on the window and signalled for Milo to open it. Milo just stood there, then rubbed his eyes. He must be dreaming. Perhaps he fell asleep. He gave himself a pinch. Ow! No, not dreaming. He slowly walked towards the window. It was nodding happily and pointing to the window handle. He opened the window, then backed up quickly and sat on his bed. The little goblin elf thing flew clumsily into his room and landed on his chest of drawers with a small bump. Phew! I thought you were never going to open the window. Its voice was high. What? Who are you? Milo stammered. I'm the sleepy fairy. You wished for me, and here I am. You can call me Pip. So you must be... Milo. I'm Milo. Oh yes, that's it. Milo. Nice to meet your acquaintance. I have it on good authority that you've been having trouble sleeping, Pip said in the squeaky voice. Yes, but you're a fairy. I didn't think fairies were real. Milo was starting to feel less afraid and more curious. Of course we are real. Have you not heard of the Tooth Fairy? Pip replied. Yes, but I thought that was just my mum putting money under my pillow. He always thought it was a way of parents got their children to go to sleep with the promise of a treat in the morning. Of course the Tooth Fairy is real. I'm not so well known though. Pip looked a little sad. Milo decided to change the subject. So, what do you do? Pip smiled. I give a much greater gift. I give the gift of sleep. To Milo, it sounded too good to be true. How? I'm glad you asked, Pip replied. So, are you ready to go to sleep? I'm ready. I'm so tired of being tired in the daytime but awake at bedtime. Milo sighed. You'd be surprised how many children have the exact same problem. Adults too, Pip said confidently. Really? I thought I was the only one. It feels so lonely when the whole world seems to be sleeping, but I'm awake. It felt good for Milo to talk to someone who seemed to understand. So what do I do now? Milo was ready. First, I will spray the room with my magic sleepy spray. Then you will get into bed, close your eyes and listen to my voice. You will fall asleep. I will then leave. But before I go, I will leave you some sleepy spray to use yourself. By the time the bottle is empty, you will not need it anymore. Pip sounded so confident, but to Milo it sounded too easy. Is that it? Yes. Now let's get started, Pip replied. Okay, let's do this. Milo smiled. He really hoped this was going to work. Pip started to fly around the room, spraying it with something from a tiny bottle. It didn't take long, and Milo realised that he was starting to feel a little sleepy already. Okay, into bed you get. Close your eyes, Pip instructed. Milo did as he was told. Soon he was tucked up in bed with his eyes closed. Pip started to talk, but her voice had changed. It was lower and slower. Milo couldn't help but listen. Milo, firstly, I want you to take a deep breath in through your nose, then blow it out through your mouth until you're empty. Then another in through your nose, really deep, then out through your mouth, all out. Then in through your nose and out through your mouth. Keep taking these deep breaths. I now want you to imagine that you are fast asleep, comfy in your bed. You are having a great dream and you are comfortable. You start to feel the sun warming your face. You start to gently wake up. You feel really rested. Keep breathing in and out, in and out. Now imagine you realise it's your birthday. You get out of bed and you're in your favourite place. You feel happy and excited. You hear a voice call your name. You recognise the voice. It's your favourite person. Milo could feel himself drifting off into his birthday. He was creating his own dream. He kept breathing in and out, in and out. He could feel every part of his body relax with every breath in and out, in and out. Pip continued. You walk towards the voice calling your name. You come to a long corridor with a door at the end. That's where the voice is coming from. You start to walk down the corridor towards the door. As you get closer, you can hear noise coming from behind the door. Closer and closer you get. Step by step, you start to realise that the noise is your favourite song. You hear the voice again, calling your name. You keep walking until you come to the door. It's a big door and it's your favourite colour. You can hear the music and voices behind the door. You put your hand on the handle and it feels warm. You open the door and in the room beyond you see a wonderful sight. It's a birthday party For you, the room is decorated in your favourite colours. It is full of all your favourite things, and all your favourite people are there. Everyone sings happy birthday, and someone brings out the most incredible cake you have ever seen, the one you have always dreamed of. It is put on a table and you walk towards it. On the way, you notice another table, and this one is filled with presents. You get to the cake. Someone tells you to blow out the candles after a countdown from 10. Everyone starts to count. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. You blow out your candles. Pip stops talking. Milo is breathing softly and deeply. He is asleep. With a click of Pip's fingers, and a bottle of the magic sleeping spray appears on Milo's bedside cabinet. Pip smiles, and with another finger click, Pip disappears. Good night, and thank you for listening.